Hi, my name is Jeff, and this is a video on how strong brazing can be. Some people are under the mistaken impression that brazing is not that strong, but I'm going to try to show you how strong it can be if it's done properly. What I've done is I had a 1/2 inch mild steel bar. I took a 1/2 inch extension for a socket set and I brazed that together. This is the result. I brazed 2 ends, the male and the female ends together along this extension bar after I cut it in half. And let me show you a little closer, a little of the detail. What you can see hopefully here is that very thin brazing material in between the two pieces of metal. That's where all the strength is. Now there's some extra brazing material on the outside of this, and I didn't do a very good job there. I leaked a whole bunch of it out, but none of that adds any strength to this. It's only this tiny little slim piece of brazing material between the two pieces of metal that results in the strength of this. Anyways, I'm going to show you how I brazed it, and then I'm going to show you that I could take some head bolts off of an old engine, and this was able to be held. I've got a piece of mild steel. I've got a mild steel bar. I've got a piece of an extension bar that I've cut, and I'm going to try to braze it onto the mild steel bar. This has some stainless steel, probably some vanadium in it too, and I'm going to see whether or not I can braze them together. I'm using black high temp brazing paste. I've pasted it already on there. I've dipped a little bit of that brazing paste onto my brazing rod. This is they call a bronze brazing rod, and it's good for stainless steel. And let's see what happens. Alright, I've let it cool, and I'm going to let you see how much torque this thing can put out. I've cleaned it up a little bit. All the strength, none of the strength is on the outside. If there's any brazing material on the outside, there's no strength to that. All the strength is what's in between the two pieces of metal. Anyways, I hope I've got the brazing stuff in between there, and I'm going to put this on a torque wrench and see how much torque that I can obtain. I got an old Mustang engine with some head bolts, and I'm going to keep tightening them up. I'm going to start off with 20 foot-pounds of torque, and then I'm going to just keep cranking it up until something happens. So that's 20. I've doubled it to 40. Let's see what happens now. 80. You can tell I'm moving the whole trailer. 120. What? No. 140. And finally, 150. 150 foot-pounds of torque on something I brazed together. Well, the wrong end broke off. I broke the far end instead of the shorter end, but that was at 150 foot-pounds of torque. I'll try that again and braze this on and see whether or not we can keep going. Alright, now I'm back. We brazed it. Here you can see my handiwork right there. 150 foot-pounds maximum torque for this wrench. 150 foot-pounds and both my brazes held. Alright, let's see whether or not I can get these head bolts off here. Got that head bolt off. And my brazed extension rod is still working. Let's try this one. Got that one off. That one off. And finally this one I put at 150, tightened up 150. All done with two brazes on either end, demonstrating how strong brazing can be. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video on the how strong brazing can be. If I made any mistakes, I'd appreciate some helpful, friendly comments so that I might learn and improve my ways, and thank you for watching.